recently how to highlight some text in a paragraph inline using some simple CSS, and I thought I would go ahead and share the technique with you. It's pretty straightforward and pretty basic, but sometimes it's the basic things that elude people. So what I've got here, I have some text inside a paragraph tag. I'll just highlight it here so you can see it. And what happens is, let's say for example, this part here, we want it to appear in a special way and apply some formatting to it. Well, the simple way to do that would be to wrap it inside a tag, a span tag in this case, so that it stays in line inside the paragraph, and we'll apply some CSS formatting to it. So I'm using Dreamweaver here, but you can do this with any application at all. I'm just using this one for the convenience of being able to show you the code on one side and how it actually looks on the other. So all we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead here and create a new CSS rule. And what we're going to do, I'm going to give this one, I'm actually going to create a class for this, and I'm going to give it the name of .special text. And we're just going to do something very simple here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the background color, and I'm going to make it say, let's do a sort of subtle shade of blue there so we can still see the black text. And I want to make it stand out just a little bit more. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and just put a little bit of padding all around. So I'm going to apply 2 pixels of padding, and we'll just go OK. So we're not going to see anything yet. All we've done is create this very simple style over here that you can see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to highlight the text here, and I'm just going to wrap this text inside another tag, and I'm going to make this a span tag. And so now we're going to apply the rule by saying class equals, and then we give it a name. In this case I'm going to use special text since that's the one that I just created, and hit return. So now as you can see, this text is actually still in line, but we've applied our formatting over here from the CSS. Now you can make these as simple or as complicated as you want. I'm just doing these quickly to give you an idea. Let's do another one here. We could take, say, this part here, some simple CSS, and I'm going to wrap that inside another tag. We'll do a span again. Let's call this one, let's call this image class, and we'll press return. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create that image class. So it's already pre-populated here for me in Dreamweaver because I had this text selected with this class name. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that. And for this one, on the background, let's go ahead and we'll apply an image to it. So I've got an image here called fancybacking.jpg. We're just going to take that, we'll have it repeat, and I'm just going to go apply and go OK. I'm not going to see it here, but what I'm going to do is if I switch to live mode, live preview mode here, you can now see that we have this image in the background. So obviously we need to do a little more work here. So we could go back, and on that image class I'm going to add some other content here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to edit the rule, and we're going to say, okay, clearly we can't see the type. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and change the color of the type to white, and I'll just go OK, and so there you go. So now we have some white text with an image in the background, and we can apply this as many times as we want throughout the page using the classes. We just assign them to our text that we have wrapped inside span tags. So there you go. That's something nice and simple and very quick. Sometimes people just need to know how to do these things quickly. So there you go.